Alright, so the comment heavily implies that a dude is cross-dressing when he's cosplaying. He's cosplaying as a female character. And so there is several theories why trannies or, trannies, there's something called autogynephilia, which means you're attracted towards yourself if you look feminine. Gynephilia means you're attracted towards femininity. Technically, sexuality is described as gynephilia, ambiphilia, or androphilia. There's no such thing as gay, straight, no such thing as gay, straight, bisexual. If you're bisexual, a bisexual man, I assume that they're just gynephiles, so they're attracted to both sex. And so, gynephilia is attracted towards femininity. Ambiphilia is attraction towards androgyny, both male and female features, and androphilia is the attraction towards masculine features. Most women are androphiles. They're attracted towards masculine-looking men. Or ambiphiles. I think everyone's an ambiphile because it's a mixture of both features, both masculine and feminine. As, guys like tomboys and somewhat muscular fit girls, and girls like the pretty boys, quote unquote, and the cringe TikTok e-boys who are in a desperate need of a haircut. And so I think everyone's ambiphile. And so the thing is, what I've noticed, if you watch prison documentaries, you see where I'm going with this. The most masculine butch, Bodike lesbian woman in prison gets the most attention from the girls. Since girls don't have the ability to go to opposite sex, since prisons are obviously segregated by sex, the most masculine girl is deemed to be the most attractive. And the same thing happens in the men's prison as well. The most feminine looking guy is the most sexually desired because he looks like a girl, and that's something that they don't have. So gay and straight doesn't make any sense. It never does, never will. It's mainly it's gynephilia, ambiphilia, or androphilia. Some men are androphiles. Some women are gynephiles. But they're only small minorities. The average person, I would say, is a ambiphile, and the average person is attracted towards the opposite of themselves. So if I'm a dude, I'm masculine, I'm attracted towards femininity, I'm a gynephile. But I can also say that if you're a gynephile guy, you're attracted towards feminine dudes as feminine girls. If you are a androphile woman, you're attracted to masculine women as masculine men. And everyone's ambiphile because, it's a mixture of both traits. And so let's get that out of the way first. Concerning trannies, most trannies are autogynephilia. Auto means self. Gynephilia means femininity. You're attracted towards it. So autogynephilia means you're attracted towards yourself if you think you look feminine. And so when these trannies watch anime, especially that of girl characters, they subconsciously project themselves as a girl, especially when girls are the main focus of the story, if they're the protagonists or share a lot of screen time. And so a lot of guys will subconsciously watch these anime as a form of escapism, and they will subconsciously project to female characters. And then they feel like they're a woman. They're the actual girl they're watching. And then they'll cross-dress and do cosplay. Next thing you know, they're saying that they're male to female transitive. And so I think they're what you refer to as autogynephiles, because they see themselves look as a girl and they feel attracted towards that. Secondly, there's another theory, and it makes sense. Most trannies go after, the thing is, if I'm a male to female tranny, I'm considered to be straight if I would go after men. but we all know for a fact you're still a man who just identifies as a woman. And it makes sense. Someone's explained this to me beforehand. It's taboo for a gay guy to exist. Homosexuality is still somewhat taboo. People will stare at us if I would actually walk in the street holding hands with my boyfriend. But if I look like a girl, and people think I'm a girl, there is less taboo, less shame if I would go after other guys. Because if people think I'm a girl, look like a girl, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just a normal, straight girl. And so these gays feel like it's a better strategy for them to, quote unquote, become women so they can easily pick up men that they desire. Those are men who are legitimately attracted towards masculine men. Those are androphilic men who want to look like a girl to attract androphilic men who are gynophiles. You get what I'm saying here? And I'm realizing too, like I said, most trannies, I'm seeing a lot of trannies who are like lesbian. Like, what girl? I'm a girl, right? And so if I'm a lesbian, I might be attracted towards, who knows? Usually lesbian girls are attracted towards, it's hard to say. This is anecdotal. Usually lesbian girls are attracted towards butch dykes. And so they don't want to see like this weird skinny dude with broad shoulders and a Giga Chad jawline with a huge cock dressing poorly, passing poorly, saying he's a lesbian because he thinks it's much easier for him to attract women who are into girls if he's a quote-unquote tranny, if he's a male to female lesbian. And so, and the thing is, for a long time, I was trying to find out if there's an actual mental disorder that makes you think you're the opposite sex. There isn't. There is no mental disorder that makes you think you're the opposite sex of what you are. You are always going to be a boy with a mind of a boy. And it's ironic because programming, computer science is a male-dominated field for the most part. And so guys are often in that field. The funny thing is, most of these trannies go right back to doing masculine things, but they supposedly have the minds of girls, right? Most male to female trannies, they're very likely to be programmers, which often there's a reason why there's a stereotype associated that programmers are often gay or cross-dressers, watch too much anime, they're trannies. And so it seems like no matter what you do, no matter if you say you're the opposite sex, what you really are, you're still going to do things that is going to be classically related to your own actual true sex. And so most of these male and female trannies still do very male things. Play video games, watch anime, they program. And so, I mean, you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic Gathering, really nerdy shit. And what we've been calling nerds the entire time are people with autism. And fun fact, you see where I'm going here, trannies are more than likely to have autism, which explains a lot. People with autism are unfortunately, they're very gullible because they don't think like everyone else. They think very differently. And so most trannies are super gullible. And so, unfortunately, autistic people are more likely to fall for the trans meme. I personally know a couple of trans people who are autistic on Telegram. It's uncanny. I think like 3, actually. It's uncanny. So they're more likely to fall for it because, see, like, people with autism perceive sex and sexuality differently than what's normal. And so they're more likely to think and feel that they're trans when they're actually not. And so, and like I said, people with males with autism more likely be in a STEM field. And so a male to female tranny is more than likely to do really nerdy male things. Like he's supposed to be like, watching reality TV and painting his nails. So, oh, girl, acting like a real feminine woman, yet he still does classically male things. This is the reason why we don't take trannies seriously. You say you're a girl, you don't try to pass, you still look like a fucking dude, and you do traditionally male things as a supposed woman, so I'm supposed to take your identity seriously. Especially when I research, there's nothing that makes you think you're an actual girl. That your mind is not in the wrong body. If you're a male, you have a male brain. If you have a female's body, you have a female's brain. It's simple. And so that's why we all craft our little theories. And so everyone is trans for their own reason, whether they make the choice consciously or not. It's still something that is not an inheritable mental illness. It's something caused by your environment, your social culture, your sociality, the culture around you. And so it's a conscious choice or not. A lot of men feel inadequate being a man. And so a lot of them feel like maybe I get a second chance at life if people think I'm a girl. And so I'll start calling myself a woman, refer to myself as woman pronouns, and undergo surgery. And maybe get OnlyFans, so I don't have to work an actual 9-to-5 job. They're all trans for their own reasons. Whether they've been brainwashed by the media, by media consumption, or whether they consciously make that choice. Because I knew a dude named Chalky. He's autistic. He's short, and he kind of looks he looks feminine. And so the next step was for him to be a girl. Because obviously, if I was like 6'8" and I look like Giga Chad, why would I want to be a tranny? If I'm like Chalky was like short, he's a Spanish dude. He was like 5'2", 5'3", short now because the estrogen like shrinks your bones. And so he's like 5'2", 5'3". And he looks like a girl already. So the next natural step was for him to be trans. Because obviously he already displayed such feminine traits as a guy, he might as well try to pass as a girl. So I know it's a particularly long voice message, but this is something I feel like we're going to talk about for a while because we've been sharing tranny hate memes. So I just kind of want to get to the meat and potatoes of it. Concerning trannies at least.